Hey everybody, welcome back to Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. And last time we went to Thryston, and now we are heading to the Bewildering Woods. We just completed the first chapter, and now we're off on to chapter 2.
You journey onward, only to see a suspicious-looking elder appear before you, a bottle of medicine dangling from his waist. He proclaims himself a man of medicine who has discovered a revolutionary new curative. He would have one of your party drink it as a test. There's no harm in trying it, he boldly claims. Well?
I think there's harm. I'm not gonna do it.
Only a fool would drink some stranger's filthy brew, you bark. The suspicious doctor grumbles mightily, making a fine show of his discontent as he takes his leave.
Go peddle your wares elsewhere, medicine man. If there's one thing I was taught by my parents as a kid, it's never accept strange medicinal compounds from strangers. Miss? Come on.
You did great. You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear their fervent discussion. You listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves. You lean in, trying to hear what else the thieves are talking about. You catch pieces of the conversation here and there. I hid the goods. Head south just before the bridge. No, whatever ye do, don't go into the Bewildering Wood. It sounds like they've just told you where to find their stolen loot. You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away.
South of the bridge, before the Bewildering Wood. That's cool. Kind of like treasure maps. And that means there's a bridge somewhere. Guess it must be more to the south. Because I'm getting close to the edge of the map here. Yeah, this is where the action is. Yeah.
You pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. It has a message scrawled on it in crude lettering.
Stolen treasure, past cave and mountain. Near fountain.
Clearly, whoever dropped this message did not want to forget where the stolen treasure is hidden. You stash the scrap of paper in your pack and resolve to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels.
Who knew I could speak monster? Yeah. I'll take it. Actually.
About the enemy.
Yeah, no problem. Almost feel bad. Almost. Let's see. Oh.
Trees bearing very solid-looking nuts whip to and fro in the force of the gale. This doesn't bode well for you.
What? Excuse me? Oh, I gotta roll a 4 or higher. Yay!
A bunch of nuts fly off from the trees, but you and your friends hightailed it out of there before any of them could hit you.
We avoided the nuts. I'm close enough to the town. Might as well just go back there, because I think there's a weapon I wasn't able to afford, or probably armor. Because yeah, I think it was armor for her, which is important. She has the least amount of health out of all of us, so she needs protection. Plus, it gives me a chance to grind a little bit. You never know when you're gonna need it. It's better to be safe than sorry. Ooh, a freeze spell. If roll is 5 or greater. Huh. Well, that's gotta suck if... Oh, I see. That's how it inflicts freeze. It still gives you the +4 either way. That's good. Let's go with that. Hey, I won. This. Buy and equip. Don't have enough to buy the ring for him, but that's okay. He's got extra health. He doesn't need the defense. And I'll do this, sell what she had equipped before. A certain people's garb. Sounds like they're trying not to be offensive. You know, those people. I've seen a mountain and I've seen a cave, but I haven't seen any fountains.
Lying in the grass, you find an old telescope. You figure a look at the path ahead can't hurt, and pick it up. Peering through the lens, you see something in the distance, but you can't tell exactly what. All you know is there's something up ahead. You should be able to tell for certain what it is if you get closer.
Well, it's a monster, clearly.
You leave the janky telescope where you found it, and make your way cautiously toward what you saw. Looks like some monsters prowling about. You channel the inner champion of justice you never knew you had, and decide to throw down with the monsters.
Yeah, why not? If I spied its treasure from that far away, maybe it's got something good.
Don't hold back.
I'm not just doing this to slay monsters.
You sheathe your sword with a braggartly flourish, flashing a smug grin at your friends. But no one's looking at you except for Melanie. The exasperated sigh she heaves rings loud as a shout in your ears.
Furball, okay. Well, I didn't impress anyone, and I didn't get a treasure, but I did get experience points. I guess that counts for something.
You did great.
Don't even waste my time.
Thunder roars overhead. Watch out for lightning.
Guess I'm gonna have to roll not to get struck by lightning. Yep, 4 or higher. Jeez. Nope, I got struck by lightning.
Zap! Lightning hits you and your friends dead on, leaving you charred and smoking.
Okay, south from the bridge. That's where the loot was.
Something's catching the sunlight just so. You move closer to get a better look at it. You find a chest lodged in the hollow of a tree. Something about this feels familiar. You fish a note out of your pack. Sure enough, this is the location those thieves mentioned when you were eavesdropping. Quite convinced you've found their stash, you open the chest with a self-satisfied smirk on your face.
Alright.
Watch out, but you keep your cool. Your friends gasp as you catch whatever it is before it clobbers you.
It's an item. Huh. That actually looks like she could use that. Yeah. That's really good. Oh yeah, there was the other thing. The breastplate. He can't use it. Can the monster use it? Oh, it's what he already has. Okay, so that wasn't that. Not that great, but I can sell it. Let's see. I wonder if
About the enemy.
Nice if we were all level 16. Let's see. Guess he didn't read it because he already read it. I already did this.
Figuring it's best not to go looking for trouble, you decide to detour around it. Still, you can't help wondering what that thing was.
It was a monster. We just went over this. So where was the cave?
About the enemy.
There we go. So cute. And it's dead. That's what I should do. Oh, that wasn't smart. Because you're dead now. Maybe they thought they could intimidate us into not attacking. So it's something about past the cave. Oh god, this again? I'm getting tired of this event. Oh, here we go. It's a knife. Inch closer. It's an old woman.
Yeah, looks like it was only an old woman. You try to say hello, but she wanders off without even registering your presence.
This is one of those wandering old women. Huh. What the hell? Past cave and mountain. Near fountain. I do not see a fountain. Looks like I found something.
And fight. You can't walk on water.
Who says?
You spy a rather large number of monster prints on the ground. A wry smile plays across your lips as you remove the scrap of paper from your pack. You pull from your pack the scrap of paper you picked up just north of Castle Advent. You feel around in the grass for a few moments before your hand strikes something surprisingly firm. The scrap of paper tells no lies. You greedily open the chest.
Dang, that was worth it. Oh, great. The trees again. And we're hurt.
Poor Mar clutches the spot, eyes tearing up from the blow.
Jeez. Poor Mar. Let's heal him up. Just if I could heal up everybody a little bit. Got a bunch of these, might as well use a couple. 3. Alright.
Don't hold back.
Another telescope one. Just go around, even if it's an old lady. It's a slime. How can you not know what? It's right there.
About the enemy.
Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape to enter the woods now. After this fight. Alright, we're entering the bewildering woods.
A thick fog impedes your vision. You surmise this is in no small part why they call it the Bewildering Wood. Many a brave soul has set foot in this wood, only to be swallowed up and never seen nor heard from again, the traveler intones gravely. They also tell of a certain tool one needs to get through this place.
I do have an ocarina. Is that what you're talking about? Probably what he's talking about.
A message is written on the sign. Seek out the four stela hidden deep in these woods.
Whatever the hell a stela is. What's a stela?
You hear a beautiful melody flowing from the forest depths. It sounds like singing, or perhaps bird song. As if drawn in by the voice, you head deeper into the forest, where you find a woman playing a stringed instrument.
Are you a Sile?
Why won't the right words come to me, she laments, her fingers stopping on the strings. Hearing her sigh, you offer to help her with her song. Very well then. Please finish this verse, she responds, then begins to sing. You shout the words in a loud voice. The woman's mouth hangs open, wide. The words are so plain, perhaps overly so, which is precisely why they pierce the heart, she says, your cheap words somehow resonating with her. She entreats you to let her use your lyrics. Imagining the royalties, you happily agree.
That was it. I got $400 for that. It was a hit. Finish him off.
You have found the Eastern Stela. You see the words Melody of Fortune chiseled into the corner.
All right, we found the one. This is exactly what was happening before.
As you listen closely, you are struck by a sudden dizzy spell. You sense a presence growing closer, but cannot react. The grass rustles. Then a monster slowly shows itself from between the blades. It's a harpy. Realizing you've been caught in the harpy's trap, you ready your weapons. Rout the enemy.
She's tougher than most of the enemies we've been fighting. But not that tough.
For some time after that, you find yourself trembling at the mere sound of a bird's tweet.
Okay. Alright, since we found the first stele and a treasure. Who cares?
Attributing it to your imagination, you decide to ignore it. A short moment later, the melody stops.
Like you just dismiss it. Alright, so now I'll head back toward the main area here after this fight. Those guys got good defense. It's got resistance. Jeez. Leave her alone. Stop picking on her. Alright, I'll accept that. Let's see how flame works for him. That does it. Probably should have just healed her. Weak.
Congrats.
Alright, now I'm back in the middle area, so I'm going to save it here, and we will come back to this next Thursday, and we will have more Phoenix Layton versus Professor... or Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton tomorrow, and Broken Sword the day after that, and so hope you have a good rest of your week. We'll catch you next time.